Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully you can hear us loud and clear as well.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can. So,
Oh,
so hopefully
you
they
can.
can.
You're next to me.
Welcome everybody to another Total Live. This is a long-promised, postponed, unpostponed, rebooked, had to be postponed stream.
Yes.
I think we were meant to do this November last year.
Yeah. There was a slight announcement that probably got in the way of that.
Yeah,
so...
I can't remember what it.
I can.
It's gone out of my head. But yeah, we've spoken about this a long time. This is possibly the most delayed stream I've done. So I do apologise for everything that jumped in the way.
That's fine. You've got me out of 3 or 4 meetings this afternoon.
That's fantastic. As long as I've delayed the release of our game by 3-4 hours by doing the stream.
Yeah, it's your fault now.
Fantastic. But thank you for joining us. So I'm Josh. I don't usually introduce myself, but I'm Josh, head of community engagement. Thank you. And joining me here today is a face many of you may already know. Is Andy Hall. So Andy, who are you?
Who am I? It's a very good question. I am a professional nerd. Specifically a Warhammer one, and I've spent the last 11 or 12 years here now as basically the lore master, writer, and narrative designer, narrative guy on Warhammer Total War games. And then before that, I've got a bit of a pedigree working on White Dwarf, army books, and stuff at Games Workshop.
Fantastic. And so what was your first game with Creative Assembly? Was it?
It was Total War Warhammer.
And
yes.
At what point in development did you join?
Quite early on. I got here and I got a fetch build quite early on, and a lot of the modelling was done, but they were all like how toddlers play football.
Oh yeah,
where they all just follow the ball.
Yeah.
So I remember my very first Warhammer battle was like that. There was no sense of strategy or AI. So I was like, oh. But it got better.
And eventually for Warhammer 1 made it into the build that we'll be showing here today.
Yes.
When was the last time you played Warhammer 1?
Warhammer 1? Oh my God. A long time ago. Because, even playing like Warhammer 1, I was quickly playing the Warhammer 2 builds, and then obviously you move on like that. And I'm certainly not playing this game at the moment. I'm playing another game a lot.
You've jumped about 39,000.
Yes. But seeing it now, I don't. So what? I'm not sure what.
Oh no, let me get it up for people to see. We'll go for this camera.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is very nostalgic. I can't believe it's nearly 10. I was in my 30s when this came out.
I mean, this is also going to be nostalgia for me. So I joined during Warhammer 2 period.
Yes.
But Warhammer 1, I was at uni when it came out.
Oh, don't.
I was 4. Don't worry. I was at uni, and I spent my entire 2 months of maintenance loan to buy a laptop just to play this game, and it ran awfully. Because I selected.
Didn't you get the minimum spec?
I selected such an awful laptop. I had a MacBook before, and it was I got scammed, and they someone took out all the parts of it and sold them online and gave it back to me, and it didn't work. So I had to buy a laptop with the little money I'd left. I bought this. All of the keys were German. It was awful. But I bought it just so I could play Total Warhammer, and I played so much.
Didn't the keyboard tip you off?
Well, to be fair, what should have tipped me off was I bought it from Germany, but it was it was on sale in Germany, and I was like, this hits the min spec exactly. It didn't entirely hit the min spec. Some of the parts were not what they said, but I got to play it. I had a blast. This is going to be really fun to go back. I see some of the comments. Someone said, "Can you play dwarves?" I think we'll do Carl just for the nostalgia of seeing what that's like. But I have some questions for you. One thing I will say, I'll reiterate this later in the stream as well, because I saw that there were some comments, even live, even coming beforehand, about questions of Siege or Campaign AI. When will we show more end times? I just want to say, we saw this last week as well. So absolutely hear that you guys want to know more about what we're working on, and I'm working to try and pull something together in April that's almost like a live version of, and you'll probably have written a bunch of these, the old what the teams are working on blogs, if you remember them. But instead of doing that as a blog, we want to do it as something maybe that's a bit more show and tell. So it's still awaiting final stamps and nods of exactly what that will be. But the intent is that we would have all announced Total War projects represented. It may, I've said April. There's a chance it ends up being literally the last day of April. So I'm sure the community will have a field day with, legally, we got it in April. So prepare those moves. But I'll keep you updated when I know more about what's going to be there. And before that goes live, we'll obviously let you guys know kind of a run of show of what you can expect to see if you tune in. Hopefully giving everyone a kind of 10 to 15 minute slot to be able to talk about
that's what we were talking about earlier.
It is, yes.
I can't say anything now.
So that's the hope.
Teasing.
Is we could do something like that. We were just trying to get some bits dotted, but that would be something we can do and hopefully be able to show you guys some stuff and answer some questions. But for now, we will be playing Warhammer 1.
I think it's got to be Karl Franz because, you know, it's the classy. He says some great bangers.
He does.
That have been memeified.
And you know what? It's mad that like there's no Lord effects, right? It's faction effects, which are Lord effects because they're your race and then Lord. But like that, if we released a character today and those were the two faction effects, we'd be like, what are we doing?
Yeah, well,
like the scale of like how much goes into a Lord from this point to 1 3 is massive.
This was foundational, and even then, people were saying we were going too far. They were, you know, asynchronous faction and asynchronous Lord design is now such a fundamental core of the Warhammer series.
Yeah.
But at the time, it was seen as radical, and there were I'm going to say factions within CA who thought we shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
And that everyone should play the same. Which, if you think about it, it's to be blunt, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
You mean an orc plays the same as a human? No.
Yeah.
No. So we fought that quite hard, and I think we were right.
Yeah. I mean, that 50% seems massive. Although I guess at this time it's just Slayers are the only Slayers.
Yeah,
right?
It's just Slayers.
But yeah, I love this. This text was so massive for helping get me invested in these factions because when I started playing this game, obviously I massively was into Warhammer 40,000 at the time, and this was my gateway into Warhammer Fantasy.
Really?
This game, yeah.
Oh,
so
good.
This is where I learned my first ever Warhammer Fantasy lore.
Yeah. Well, it was basically our equivalent of the back of the army book.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So yeah.
All right, let's have it. Do you know what? We'll go hard. That's what we do on these streams, Andy. We play at not the hardest difficulty, but one that says hard.
Yeah. Did you enable introduction?
I didn't enable introduction. I think this just always plays. Because I did enable introduction when I was doing the test, and I was there like, am I going to have to play a 40-minute tutorial every time?
I barely remember this. It's been that long.
You not remember that man? Didn't meet him? That's the standard
like
Empire
Boris,
hero,
isn't
isn't
he?
it?
He is Mr. Standard Empire hero.
Anyone without an eye is reminds you, and a beard, I guess.
Is that Teutonic facial hair?
It is. I will say as well, a massive thanks to the production team for getting this build. It was a fair bit of back and forth to find it in the archives. But they got this. They got us a Warhammer 2 launch build. They also got us a 3 Kingdoms launch build. So we might try that at some point.
Yeah.
That is a lot of dead.
Not with me. I don't think I've seen this in like 8-9 years.
No. I mean, I probably skipped it. Like, get me in, let me play. It does a great job of like selling the fantasy of what this is.
Yeah. And yeah, the Empire buildings, the Warhammer buildings. One of the first things I said on day one when I was here, because our artists were building these buildings, and we call it grey boxing. They were bringing them out, and they were doing daft things like applying gravity to the situation. I was like, no, don't do any gravity.
How will the Pegasus fly?
Exactly. But it's about the annexes of the buildings and how they overhang, and they were applying logic to it. It's like, no, make them crazy.
I saw someone in the chat was saying it's funny that there were more wrecked siege tanks in the cinematic than exist in lore.
Yes. Well, there is 7, I believe. Chat will correct me.
And we can you can make
7 or 8.
Yeah, we can make 20 if we want.
Yes.
Will we get there in 3 turns?
No,
probably not.
No, but you're right. We should have caught that.
We'll go back and patch it.
Yeah,
that was a strong
it might
eyebrow.
be too late. A lot of walking in this introduction.
There is.
Not enough war.
Total
There's
war.
my mate, Mr. Advisor.
Is he blind in both eyes there? They're both
He
white.
is. He's blind in this game.
Yep.
But he could see in Warhammer 3, and that was very deliberate because we was actually going back in time.
We were. Just like we're doing now.
Yes.
It all comes full circle. Okay.
Is extinguished, sire.
Right.
Yet the
I
fight
was
to
gonna say,
secure your
Right, we've got to do the flyby.
We have.
So we can't hear this here
No.
because obviously we don't want it to interfere with the mic. So maybe we need to get chat to announce when Cole Franz actually says one of his bangers.
Oh yeah, and we
One of his
can chat about
catchphrases.
them. Someone said, "Is this actually live?" It is. I know we're watching a movie at the moment, and we're all enjoying movie time, but it is live.
This is part of the experience,
It
part
is.
of the nostalgia of yes, yeah, Middenheim. And then we got some secessionists.
So here's the thing I heard, and I don't know if I can say this because I don't even know if it's true, but I heard that this kind of tension with Boris Todbringer was something that we kind of put in and kind of flamed up to help make there more of a natural tension there between human factions.
Yes, yeah, we took a few liberties. Basically, I'd scour the books and all material and go, oh, we can use.
Yeah.
And maybe it was one line.
Yeah.
And I was like, we can use that. And as long as we got the approval from our friends at Games Workshop, then we were good to go. But I think we played that up and I played it up even more. I wrote a story. Was it for Warhammer 2 or 3 about Cole Franz?
Oh yeah.
And we played that up in there as well.
Yeah. People pointing out immediately 6 city slots. I'll tell you why I've immediately grabbed that as well. All of the technologies need a building to unlock. There's no turn 1 tech that you can introduce, right? So the first thing you can get is one of these on turn
that's
3.
what we did for Empire.
Yep.
And we did like magic books for the undead.
Yep.
and dwarfs and stuff. Dwarfs had a turn 1 tech, which annoyed me because I think you had to choose, but Ian overruled me on that one.
Well, do you know what? Should we play it for old times? I mean, this is by starting battle standards, a pretty even matchup. It's really the Reichsguard and the Halberds. Right?
I'll let you into a little secret. I actually like the starting battles and the smaller battles better than the big battles.
I don't think you're in a minority there. I think I like it when it's 12 units against 15 units. That's my sweet spot. When I'm slightly going to lose.
Yeah.
But I've got enough tools that I can probably pull something out of the bag.
But even not, only 1 or 2 top tier units, because you've really got to start thinking about what you've got to do. You've got to use those state troops.
Yeah. People saying this is a lot of nostalgia. Absolutely, it's a
nostalgia fest.
Yeah, I love that it's rained for us as well. That's nice.
Yes.
But so much, there were obviously shifts in even in art direction across the games as well. So it's interesting to see kind of the original humans in there.
Yeah, and again, maybe another controversial opinion. The lighting, not the lightning, the lighting here is absolutely spectacular for a 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
I was saying this to you earlier. If you consider games from 1980 to 1990 and how they changed, and we're now you're playing. We're watching a game from 10 years ago almost. Is it 10? It's 10 years.
Yeah, it will be in
a few months.
Yeah. Thank you for not trying to make me remember the date.
But we're in that period where a 10-year-old game can still look fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't feel. I guess it doesn't look 10 years old. Even the controls, so much is carried through as part of the core DNA of it.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going too far forward. I don't need to go that far forward.
So even like stuff on the mountainside, like the scree, the patching of the grass and stuff. Stuff like that, you have to kind of talk to the artists about and go, it can't look like a golf course. It needs to look like a rugged landscape.
And it does. Like, I think it's a really interesting first map because it's not easy and super obvious because there's this hill to contend with. Like, there is a blocker. In a lot of other games, not necessarily Total War ones, but like in games where it is strategy and they're trying to teach you things, they tend to just give you a flat map for first impressions of stuff. But I like that you're immediately told, like, no, you're going to have to think about how things interact with you here. Like, you're not going to get good line of sight on these gunners easily. Love that they've attacked me though. In the other 2 times I've done this battle, just making sure the build works, I had to really charge at them.
Why are they so aggressive now then? Is it just because you've charged forward?
They're like, we want to see this guy get through some turns. We want to see him lose a battle. So let's get this one over with.
Yeah.
They probably, I mean, it's not the most effective use of guns, is it? Shooting into the back of your own people.
No. Well, maybe if you go around and get the high ground, you know.
I mean, I feel like, and there's gonna be so many like Mandela effect things for us, you know, where it's like, oh, I remember that. I feel like things move a bit slower. Like, in general, speed feels a bit slower, but I feel like that might be that because there's not all the DLCs layered on. All of the units I've got are kind of more those standard troops.
It is, yeah. You're playing like with the core section of the army book, against another core section of the same army, so it's a lot of movement for standing men, and obviously you've got the right side. Oh, there comes Carl Franz.
He's hammered him. He does it like he shockwave some of his own men in the process, but it scared him off. He's gone, if this man's willing to kill his own troops, I can't fight him.
He won't mean it on purpose.
No, he'll apologise.
Such a good stage victory.
He claps in on them.
I'll teach you to challenge the Prince of Reichland.
You run off, helmet. Oh, that's a bit of a Cannae mosh pit, isn't it? You're not getting out of that easily, or alive.
Anyway, enough of that. That may be copyright.
No blood in this build, right? No, I guess not. No, it's the original launch.
Yeah, no.
So no,
we didn't put the blood pack in.
And may never again.
Well,
we'll see how I think the statement that was out a couple of years ago was if a game makes sense with blood, there will be blood in. Yeah.
Oh boy, does it.
I'll let them live.
Yes, they could be.
Let's see. Someone's saying they wish we had 3K jewels for the Lords. I think, do you know what? I think that maybe could have worked in the original Warhammer 1 build here, because everything's kind of the same size. But if you think of the idea of 3K jewels in modern Warhammer 3, like, it would have limited massively the way that Lords could have been designed, right?
It's certainly something we talked about, because, we took the Warhammer 8th edition rules, and we looked at absolutely what we could take and what we should kind of replicate and stuff. And challenges are a big part of tabletop Warhammer.
Yeah.
So we absolutely considered that. But, not everything makes the cut, unfortunately.
Yeah. Pre-nerf Route Marcher, which is always going to be your first skill point, right? Although I've got to pay for my horse. I don't really want to.
You'll level up soon enough.
I will. I've got my offices. I think there's Bretonia here as well, isn't there? But they're in a limited capacity. What inspired the decision of, was it a difficult push of, we won't make Bretonia, just more humans? Because there's a limit, it's like 5 units?
Yeah. Well, we needed to represent Bretonia. We was doing the old world map, so we needed to represent Bretonia. And we can't have just put Empire troops there. It would have been heretical. But we also didn't have the development time, or, to be frank, the budget to do a full Bretonian thing. So we had this halfway house, a non-playable Bretonian, with the promise that we'd bring them fully online, which we did within maybe a year later.
Yeah, they were they the free LC for Warhammer 2? Well, that was Norska.
No, that was Norska.
That's very long ago.
Bring me the nightmare of Norska. Surely Warhorse now.
You think horse?
Yeah.
Horse.
Sorry.
That's fine. Okay, we're gonna have to. How much does it cost? It's like it's expensive to teleport, isn't it? Because it's 500 now, but I think I seem to remember it being.
Have we got teleport even in there?
Oh yeah, 5,000.
You can make that though.
That's all my money. I don't think I can win the battle though. I can't remember how hard the battle.
Don't go there yet.
Reinforcements, of course they are.
Yeah,
No.
you just got to build up your army and get there for free.
Yeah, but also this is not a legendary like piece of equipment battle. This is just I guess more like a starting quest battle to show you what quest battles will be like.
Yeah.
Someone said no turn 1 settlement battle. You can't make it to the settlement in turn 1. Okay. What am I? I'm recruiting. My limited roster. I said on
hearty
stream
Empire, man.
my tactic when I have 2 options is I just go 1, 2, 3, and that has horrified some people,
Well, it would be.
including designers who were sat next to me when I announced that.
It would do. There's no.
That's look.
You need
It's,
to think about it.
yeah, I did. I went 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I'm being told that there was a summon the elect accounts.
Excellent.
We should have that for when people follow the channel. It should. Oh god,
Yes.
no! It would be all the time. I'd have people
It would be,
unfollowing and following just to trigger it. We got the objectives as well. So obviously we can't hold dwarven or orc settlements.
No, that was a call we made quite early on, because it didn't make thematic sense.
Yeah.
But there was a nice parity. I mean, for instance, the dwarf holds and everything, and we know that the orcs take a lot of those. So
Yeah.
there's a back and forth there, and then obviously the Empire and the undead, they kind of all live in towns. Maybe the undead live underneath that town, but so there was a natural kind of parity. Again, heated debate within the dev team at the time about it, but I was on kind of Ian, who was our game director. I was on his side about it. I think it worked at this stage.
Yeah.
Obviously, where we get now with what?
Yeah.
there's
Imagining
over
the
100
spider web
legendary-
of.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it wasn't a long-term plan, but it got us going.
Let's go experience +2. I feel like that's going to be. They don't break too easily.
I mean, yeah, even then, yeah, the tech tree's locked behind buildings.
Yeah.
Crazy town.
I think it works because you have such limited factions, right? And the world itself is smaller, so it makes sense for there to be quite a lot of friction in these things of tech, as you're saying, like where you're settling. But as the world gets bigger, there's more of it to explore. There's more things going on in the world itself. It becomes, and this is just me speaking, out of my mouth. It feels like the focus becomes less on like making it difficult to do things and more about the sandbox and how that interacts with you and giving you tools to play with the sandbox rather than how making it hard like hard to research a tech you want. It's more about like you may need that tech because Slanesh have invaded from the north. Where am I going? I probably need to take Isleheart, but I also need to take Helmgart, which isn't like a fort battle. That isn't a thing at this point, is it?
No.
Well, if we're going to go that way anyway.
I mean, yeah, it's going to take you further away from the crest battle, but you need that first province.
Yeah. And also, I don't want them to do that. Hans Zimmer to keep building up more forces.
Hans Zimmer. Curse you, Hans Zimmer.
It's nothing to build. All right, we'll just see what goes on. It's good that elves were added. Yeah, Wood Elves were the first DLC race, right? Because obviously there was Warriors of Chaos.
No.
Beastmen? Beastmen. And at that time,
Well,
they also
actually, I suppose Warriors of Chaos was the first.
Yeah, controversially first.
And then it was the Beastmen. So it went kind of very heavy chaos.
I bought look, I did not make strong financial decisions while in university. I bought the special edition of Warhammer 1.
Okay.
And I loved that little dwarven ring. The one that spins on your finger?
Yes.
That was... I spun that until it broke. I loved that so much. I can win this. Can I win this?
Well, this is where Total War comes into its own.
Yeah.
according to the auto resolver, you're going to lose this.
Yeah, so
you've got to go prove it wrong.
I'll force them to fight me, because it's not going to be a settlement. So I'll force them to fight me, and I think I can win that if they have to fight me. I'd love to get some regiments of renown in here and just throw 20 troops into my forces, but instead we'll see if we lose.
Do we have oh, and here comes the
No, not yet. They were the first. Were they like the first anniversary thing? The regiments of renown. Because they were on total access at first, weren't they?
Yes. Yeah.
Again, slightly controversially at that time. Oh, he's moved away.
Oh,
I can
slightly more in your favour now.
It is. I think I play it, but I want to get to bigger things. I don't want to be fighting Hans Zimmer the whole time.
Hans Zimmer.
That's
a composer.
I've said his name wrong once and it's stuck. It is now fully locked in my head. All right, we'll give it a go.
Do you reckon when his army appears, it goes?
We'll never know. Won't be able to hear it. Oh, all right, it's
classic
dark.
Hans Zimmer fanfare.
Very deep shadows going on.
Look how deep those shadows are.
Still really cool having like the scale in the background. Right?
Yeah,
That's what really
yeah.
brings you
Those
in.
mountains are great.
Okay, I couldn't recruit any more ranged units, so really this is going to be a game of can I encircle them. I don't think they had any cavalry though.
I mean, you've only got one.
Yeah, but that means I think I want I want like a strong line of swords, and then I want 2 sets of spears either side because they're a little bit fast. No, they're the exact same speed. That was me praying and hoping and being wrong. All right,
where's the deployment zone?
They're over there.
Oh, they're not far away.
No, so I think if I send the cavalry this way, and it's probably the wrong way to send them because that's more flat, but I really like this rock. And that's really determined a significant chunk of my strategy in this battle. I don't know how many of the streams you've seen, Andy, but I don't always make the most tactically sound decisions. I often make what I think is the more fun decision.
That's what happens when you're playing a low-spec German laptop.
Oh, it is. If you know you're not going to win, you might as well enjoy the spectacle of losing. I actually think I still have that laptop.
When was it last turned on?
Oh, a long time ago. It got me through uni and then I never looked at it again. It's very hard to type an English essay when half your keys are in German, let me tell you that. I had to tip-X over them. Alright, let's... Okay, so they have
He's got a very strong battle line, you know.
He has, I think, but like reinforcements, they're already part of this, right? Because they were from the garrison. And who's attacking? I'm attacking them. Let me see. First RORs were implemented in the first Lord Pack, Grim and Grave. The anniversary thing was the RORs for Beastmen, Wood Elves, Bretonia, and Norse.
Oh, the Lord Pack.
Grim and Grave.
What
inspired Grim and Grave as the first choice?
It was a weird one because we had the full gamut of all these Warhammer characters, and we went with the Necromancer.
Yeah, Ghost.
Oh. Yeah. What was the Necromancer chat? But again, we wanted to get Volkmar in, and Blood of Sigmar had just come out.
Oh, yep.
And Gorst was in that. So there was a nice thematic pairing. But it is quite comedic if you think about it now. You know, you had the complete kind of quality street of all the heroes to do.
You had the top shelf whiskies.
Yes, and we went for Aldi brand vodka.
Don't let Gorsty say that, real.
Yeah.
Are they? What are they?
And, I've said it on streams before. We could have had Kurt. Kurt Hellborg is like my favourite Warhammer character.
Oh!
And he's still not in the game.
That is devastating. Okay, this is my trap. All right, I have more range than them. Oh, I've been hit. My trap has failed. Okay, no. How strong are legendary lords now compared to now? We will find out live.
They are stronger now because of Codex creep.
Yeah.
But he should be able to swing this for you.
I think I don't need him to win. I just need him to live. And looking at that health trickle down, maybe
you reckon that's what he's saying to all his troops?
It is, yeah.
I don't need you to win. Just live.
He's a great motivational leader. I need to really thread the needle here if I want to hit those archers. And do you know what? I don't even really think I need to hit them. I think this is more of a vendetta desire than I really need to take those
That's it
archers
going
out.
there, yeah.
But if I can
Absolutely.
take these people out while they're all distracted with Carl, who is, to be fair, living, and that is his job, is just to hold off.
Yeah, but without support, he may.
Yeah, I don't know. He's just lost a big chunk of health.
Yeah, I think you need to get where the rights go.
They're here. They're about to charge in.
Right.
So I thought if I line these guys up and I go for a charge, if I can break here, I'm fine, right? Carl's having a bit of a time.
I think Carl's going to struggle here.
I don't know. Look, how many kills he got? 17. And how many's left? What, like 600? He's working his way through.
I mean,
what did my Reichsguard hit?
if he
on
dies, well, gets a casualty. Was he out for 5 turns? Was
probably,
that the
I
first
think it's something like
iteration?
that, yeah.
Oh, that was hotly debated as well.
Are my gunmen fighting in melee? They are. Do you know what's funny? Because of the spears, it does look like they've kind of just dance circled them. All right, so these guys are charged in, so that's going to hopefully break them, and then these guys can help with the swordsmen, so the Reichsguard aren't stuck in. Right, that's
Modern Warhammer UI. Is it lime green now?
is it green and red? I swear it's still
still yellow
Yeah,
and
it's
red?
still yellow. It's still yellow. How are they broken? Yeah, they are. Right, let's pull them back and pull them forward. All right, how's Carl? Oh, Carl's dead. Carl is in serious trouble. We do have a question: Is Andy still involved in current Total War Warhammer 3 DLC releases, or is he mainly on any other project?
I'm mainly on another project at the moment.
Yep. And your T-shirt. I wonder if
Maybe.
wonder if
maybe
people can
that
guess
one.
what that'll be.
But I do like offer my opinion and ask for my opinion. For instance, like with the Tiger Warriors and stuff. But yeah, I'm not doing it day to day anymore because the cognitive load on.
Yeah. I think we're okay, but Carl has. I think
as
he's going to
predicted.
die.
Yeah.
But I think he's died to win us this battle. Oh, come on, Reichsguard, you're not that bogged down. Those ones can be sacrificed. A unit has been wiped out. That was Carl.
Carl.
Hey, look, we said it would be an Empire stream, not a Carl Franz stream. Although he is the picture in the thumbnail.
He is the Emperor.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, whoever killed him over
Actually,
here.
technically not yet either.
Now we're all talking about Hans Zimmer. He's the one really leading
Hans
the
Zimmer.
Empire.
He's conducting this battle very well.
He is. I mean, they're really holding quite awfully for me. I mean, I think these guys are shell shocked at the death of Carl. Oh no, now they're mobilising.
Yeah. I'm slightly worried for you, Josh. Here.
I've been in worse situations.
I mean, you've got some idle guys here.
Yeah, but no, they are shooting.
What's their ammo like?
It's not awful, but I really need these spearmen to die. You know, like that is my big block at the moment, is them living. Okay, here's the plan. All right, I'm going to charge in the crossbowmen, and then I'm going to don't break. I'm going to charge the crossbowmen, and I'm going to set these guys up to shoot into the melee. That's the plan.
Like a true Skaven player.
Oh my. Andy, am I going to lose this battle?
I did say that about 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, but it's always a general vibe of I'm going to lose the battle. Am I actually going to lose the battle? Andy, this is live. I can't take this back. They've just run. That was my one plan.
You've got plenty there, though.
But if these guys could just give up.
They're breaking. So you've got a flank here.
Yeah, this is.
If you pull those into their
as soon as they break. Okay, leadership 0. Come on. Oh, this is torture.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily these guys really have. They've killed Franz and they've
and
forgotten.
they're giving up the ghost.
I do have.
Hans is just walking around the forest.
Yeah. Okay. I think they're broken. They're broken. Okay.
You're close
they're
to
wavering. And then look, who's fleeing? No, that was my flank. Oh, these guys are back. Okay,
Yeah.
We're fine. This is fine.
Are you though?
Yeah. Oh, hold on, I've got Reichsguard.
Where have they been?
They were doing very important work killing a crossbow unit.
Yeah. I mean,
Did they finish that work a while
their
ago?
official duty is the bodyguard of the Emperor.
Have they kind of just left him to
Hey, the Emperor said, "Don't worry, guys, I can handle this," and he ran off. What happened next was his fault. Look, if these guys can just get into a firing line here, everything will be fine. I don't want them to be caught out by like these random little models, though.
I mean, I'm looking
Can
at
they
the
shoot
balance
from
of
there?
power, and that little bit between the two crossed swords is red.
Look, there we go. Look at that. There's a gun line for you. Which of the Empire wizards from launch would I put in this army?
Right,
Who
at
are
the moment.
ones? Oh, someone just shouted how. Apparently, someone in. Oh my god.
And that is why we added the idle function in later versions of the game.
I have no excuse. I'm just gonna hope that people didn't spot that. Okay, here we go. Look how great this is going. I've
It's
turned
going to
it
help.
around.
It's going to help.
I don't
but
really want them stuck in melee
the
with
red,
Hans
the bit between the top of the cross swords is still
Yep.
red though.
Zimmer.
That's always a little hint. When that goes your colour, you know you're
Yep.
on your way.
Do you know what? You see how many fresh forces they've got? Good job I kept something in reserve. You know?
Yes.
That was
yeah.
a really good idea, actually.
They're going to have to explain to their sergeant why they were idling in reserve,
they
where
were-
their emperor was
No,
dying.
they were waiting for Carl to give him an order. he never came back. Okay, so they've broken.
Fine.
Right, if we can get
I
the
think
right
you're going to be all right now.
Oh, do you? Because I've got.
Yeah, because the tactical genius of forgetting.
Yeah. It's because now they can come in and swoop. And these guys they're broken.
Where's your right guard?
I pulled them out to here. Because I think what I'm going to end up doing here is having another battle line and then swooping them around, right? My advantage is I have guns. I think that's pretty much all I've got going for me right now. And where am I? Oh, if they
You
could
got
just,
29 cavalry.
At this point, drop the halberds. Like, I need you over here quicker than this. This has been a masterclass in how to play the first 4 turns of Empire on harder difficulty.
Yeah. Do you know what though? It's made me want to play it.
Yeah. Well, make sure you sacrifice Karl Franz pretty early on. That is pretty important.
No,
for
I'm
the
not
guide.
going to do that.
You know how, like in Pokemon runs, they're like, oh, it's RNG manipulation. So this is the RNG. If you sacrifice Karl Franz in this battle, you get a shiny Balthazar Gelt later down the line.
I think is it a tactic just to keep his mangled body hidden in right?
Exactly. I think
the
I've just lost
capital.
the battle. I think army losses are kicking in.
Oh yeah. Look at the balance of power.
And so you want to lose this battle because then the people really start to believe in his cause when they see him dead.
You've martyred Karl Franz.
Do you know what's mad? I've definitely won harder battles than this on stream,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Maybe it's like the
Look at Hans Zimmer. He's on his way.
He's full health.
He's full health.
Pretty much.
He's got all his music ready to rock.
Maybe I'm not used to being able to play this game with 60 FPS. Maybe the whole time it was me playing at 10 FPS really allowed me to cognitively work out what the right thing to do is. I feel like we kind of just pull back here now, and we go for another pop in 3 or 4 turns.
Yeah.
I mean, see.
Can you?
Look.
If you get everyone on the hill.
I think at this point, giving them any order, there we go, will cause them to just run. Let's just run. I think that's fine. I think we just withdraw now. Valiant, and that's what we take, because remember the auto resolve said we would lose, but we lost with a Valiant, and we technically killed more than we lost, and we've kept in reserve that unit of halberdiers, still quite strong.
Well, you kept your right guard, so they can be back. You can get them healed up.
Oh, look! I wonder who
Yeah.
that name's based on. Do you know what? He's arrogant. Oh, I don't really want an arrogant.
Rich isn't really arrogant.
No.
Not in real life.
Do you know what? Maybe just for the fun of it. All right, we'll bring him in. Okay, let's hope they don't come and attack me. I would love to be able to retreat a bit further on and recruit some units. Is it worth recruiting a second army? Probably, because I can now actually.
I think you're going to need to.
I can now actually get crossbowmen.
I think you're going to need to get that.
The only
that garrison bolstered with a second army out. So I think you
So how long is he out for? 5 turns.
5 turns.
Well,
That's right.
if you tuned in to watch Balthazar get out, maybe come back in 20 minutes. All right. I feel like we lost that because we didn't have enough ranged.
That's all you had.
Well, yeah, but I only had 2 units. If I'd had 3, I think we would have won that quite easily. Easily.
I think you would have won it if Karl Franz was supported by his troops. But there you go.
Hey, look, he told me he wants to just charge in, and he did. Right, dare I look at the chat? Can I win that? Oh, hold on. Can I win that?
His hands again.
He's only got 9 crossbowmen. So if hold on, have we got a hill?
I'm not so sure,
Josh.
Josh.
In the middle.
I mean, if you run, will he catch you?
Well, look. If
I mean, honourable retreat. I think you need to get into one of your settlements.
But here's the thing: if I die, but I kill most of this army, I can recruit. I've already started recruiting, so I can recruit faster.
Oh, I see. So
this is about doing as much damage as possible.
do as much damage now, and then.
What happened to the Karl Franz mechanic? He doesn't really like. I guess at this point, the mechanics are just minus 10% upkeep costs for right.
Yeah.
Right. It's not like.
What was his mechanic?
Someone in chat said he's arrogant and he wouldn't retreat, and I do agree with that.
Yeah.
He had because now he has the summon the elect accounts and the elect accounts themselves, right, of the slots and his commands. And...
Yeah. That all came when Mitch did a refresh of the Empire.
I'll tell you what. Hold on.
So, which is ironic because his catchphrase that at this time it was just a VO line I'd written, but then it actually became a game mechanic because it became a notorious little.
Here we go. Look, this is going to work. How long are they going to take? Oh, it doesn't say. They're not going to reach us before they come in. Oh, are they immediate? Yeah. All right. So look, this is us making the best with what we've got. Do I charge? Do I charge 1-on-1? How?
His hands.
How long is it? Oh, what have I done? It's the same unit. I don't know what's happening with these halberdiers. Oh, sorry, no, I left them out as a scout, didn't I? Do you remember when I said that?
Yeah.
When I said I wasn't going to use the cavalry as a scout, I said I would use these incredibly slow halberdiers as just a forward unit to make sure that we didn't get ambushed.
We've also manoeuvred them so when they arrive, they're going to look the other way.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
But that says
because
everything.
just in case someone's coming up from behind. I don't know what's going on with those halberdiers. I can't remember
Present your
them.
backs to them, lads.
I just can't remember that they exist for some reason. Yeah, they're the rear guard unit. It looks like chat did immediately notice that I don't know what.
Why are you doing that? You've done it again.
Yeah, because we're gonna turn and face this way. These guys are gone. Like, look, they're all gone. So now the real battle's gonna be behind us. Where do I want to fight? I want a little bit of a shooty situation going on. So I'd love to be up here. That's where I want to be. I'll settle for
Yeah, but
here?
that.
If I can get them to come around the ridge?
Yeah, it's a good idea. But you got nothing to flush them out.
Oh, haven't I? Huh? Haven't I? Wouldn't be so sure about that.
This is what I love about Total War. You have these little things, and then all of a sudden it starts to build its own narrative.
Yeah.
So now we've got this kind of narrative about these halberdiers.
The Forgotten. That would be their name as
not forgetting hands as well.
Watch me position here, and then they're right here, just ready to... Oh, they've appeared. There we go, look!
Oh yeah, it's pretty good.
And then... Oh no, don't chase me! They've only got 9 crossbowmen, they're not going to kill anyone. Am I going to make it there first? Yeah! Are they going to catch me? No, we're all the same speed.
All right, they're doing their job.
Do you know, maybe I could scare them off with the horses.
I don't think you want to. I think you need.
I'm worried they're going to catch me. Oh, and that's that speed. No, they're all the same speed. Just, guy, literally run for your lives. I cannot emphasize this enough. Halberdiers, run.
Where's the main force?
No!
How's the main force doing? Are they in position yet?
Nope.
No, they're not. I would start swooping them around, to be honest.
Okay, we're making a slight change, a slight amendment to our tactics. So this was the other plan.
That's it. You want them on a slightly elevated.
And you know what?
I think you
Just for
you
revenge,
might be all right.
we're gonna
here,
kill
you know?
those nine crossbowmen.
Have you got any units that are at the other side of the battlefield not doing anything? Have we learned that lesson?
I was going to, yes. I'm thinking I'm going to charge a right guard into the back of these guys. Don't break. Right?
No, it's good. I mean, there's only 29 of them.
This could be a better gun line here, couldn't it? Hey! And now look, they're motivated again. They're like, maybe one of those guys is Carl Franz. Because these crossbows aren't a problem for me. In fact, let's just make them...
Yeah, I was going to say,
let's
hunt
make
them
them
down.
not alive. Did my unit... Okay, so the halberders are broken, but look at this, fresh
Yeah.
meat. And we're crossbowing in, and it's all...
This is going slightly more better to plan.
It is. I don't really have a nice shooting line is the only problem. Like, I don't have a good place to shoot into it all. But maybe here... How are these 9... Oh, they've taken quite a lot of health damage, though.
There's like 3 of them now.
They catch you with the charge bonus. They are charging. That is it.
Talking of which, is it time to cycle charge your right scar?
Yeah, probably. Is it J that was the shortcut for that? No, that's just pulled them in. Is that a new thing? Because I swear there's I've been told that if you press J, it pulls them out a decent distance. I think that was... If that came in with 3k, then maybe it's...
It may have done.
I can't believe these guys are alive.
Pistol 'em. And smack.
It's
with
almost
the right scar.
It's almost disrespectful that they've lived. And it's
You
this
won. You pulled a victory out there.
Richard Ollenstag does what Karl Franz doesn't. That's going to be his campaign slogan.
It is. And
Hans
the big
Zimmer
question
falls
is:
to-
is Hans Zimmer dead?
No, but he will be.
You
He's about to
can't
get
kill-
he's about to get
You've
crossfired.
got to let Hans survive.
Yeah,
Think of all those film soundtracks.
and look, this is before he made them. So
Yes.
he's not got his piano. I don't know what instrument he plays. I assume all of them. Do you know what? I'll let him live.
Stop talking about Hans
This
Zimmer if
roast-
the chat's fed up with it.
No, I'm not. So replenishment at 3% isn't much. I kind of feel like the leadership buff might be useful. I so rarely would have taken that. But we break. It is 50-50. We're
I
fighting the
mean,
same people.
they did kill the Emperor, so
They did. Richard's doing well. Do I? I don't push. Surely I don't push. But
No.
because they've got a garrison.
I don't think you're going to get it at the moment.
No, I think I need to recoup.
Yeah.
I hate doing the smart thing, you know. And
And
do you know
you're going to
what?
entrench them.
Is
Probably
that
not got enough, have you?
no? Does it replenish them further? No.
It does, doesn't it?
No, I don't. Not at this point. It says enables replenishment, but I think that's outside of. That's if you're in enemy territory. So let's go for 2 more crossbows, and it's been. We're not really fighting horses, are we? This is fine. This is going fine. My default things that I build, I'm not I don't have the muscle memory for it in Warhammer 1. We don't really need money. How's public order doing? We could do with some public order.
Yeah. I would have said defence personally, but
Yeah, but I mean,
you mean you've got an orcs? They're in your territory, aren't you?
yeah, and we
Between
are
you and
we are
Oldbuff.
at war with them. But they're not going to take here. No, I've got
How big's that army?
that'll be fine. That's what 10 a 10
Oh,
stack,
what's-
and that's only 6.
Okay.
Do you know what though? If they attack this guy, that might be bad. Can they reach him? No, we're fine. Oh,
Yeah. Gotta be, I'm afraid.
that's why they had to nerf it to 5, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, they are
well,
going for. They are
They are.
bold. Oh no, I'm not. I think I'll take the money. Goodbye. Yeah, public order. This is a hard. So yeah, public order does feel like it's a little bit more of a. Oh, that would have been useful to have had 4 turns ago, wouldn't it? Although to be fair, we didn't count on Karl Franz dying.
I like the way we describe the camp follower and not talk about the obvious use of a camp follower. It's PG. It's PG.
Do I want to give it? No. I feel like he's kind of earned it.
Yeah, give it.
He's, you know, he's arrogant, but he's got the sword of might, so he deserves to be. I don't want to sally. Oh, I could kill them.
Really? Oh, well, they are quite.
I mean,
aren't they?
Like, he's one shot off,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
it's the boars.
What's he going to gain you? Just money.
Yeah, and also I just don't like them being there. Oh,
No.
no, hold on. No, we got bigger problems.
Yeah.
Do we attack? I think we attack.
Yeah, I would go that way. At least get into the settlement.
Yeah. Do we auto resolve that?
I think we ought to resolve that.
Oh, quick save just in case we lose, because you don't get to see the results, do you? I think they did better than I could have there. I think I would have at least lost one unit. Oh no, I don't know. There's not really that much there, is there?
No, and you.
I think I would have done far better actually. Okay. We're just going to occupy. We've got enough public order problems. Wait, did Hans Zimmer escape? Oh, a nemesis all the way back. Yeah.
Hands. Surely the time. Join forces against the Greenskin menace.
But he won't. He just. I mean, will he? Can you diplomatize with the secessionists still? No.
No, I was talking metaphorically.
No, I get you. It's in our hearts, we want him to.
In our hearts, he would see sense.
What we haven't done is ask for any trade agreements. Oh, that seems fair.
That seems fair. Yeah.
Oh, we've been raided by Elkai. Oh, thank you, Elkai. Nice to see you. And that will be, if you suddenly see a lot of Spanish in the chat, that will be why. Okay, I think is there a way you can do like by who's going to give you the most? No, it's more by who's likely to do it.
Yeah.
My countrymen.
We will be friends and we'll trade.
Yes, get some non-aggression packs.
There's no like balance offer as well, because this is like a real old school diplomacy, isn't it? It was do it 50 times until they say yes.
Yes, it was Tesco basic diplomacy.
And there's our Bretonia. Go on. Classic.
I remember writing him to be particularly gittish.
So because we sent Richter and he's arrogant, and they were like, "How about you trade with me? How about you trade with me?" It's the back and forth. I also got these old. There you go. There's the faction effects for those who are asking. So that it's wild. Like that is. It feels like there is you left space to grow.
Yeah.
And also look at that cap. One of each.
Yeah. That's oh god, it is so old school, isn't it?
But the game looks, it holds up well.
It looks like even like if you're looking at the water effects from where are we? 2015, 2016.
I think that's the strength of even looking back here. I mean, honestly, last time we put someone on a horse, it didn't go well. Maybe we just inspire the men. But like it's such a solid foundation to have them built off in that regard.
There was a little bit of magic in the air when we were developing this game.
That's winds of magic, eh?
Mm.
I do have a bunch of questions to ask you, but we kind of just got lost in the source of. Oh, look at that! The enemy of my enemy is my friend, and also my friend is my friend.
Is that Hans? Is Hans doing it for us?
Boris the Astute.
No,
that's
Boris. Boris the Astute.
Not the Boris. A different Boris. Still a similar-looking Boris, but a different.
Well, there's many people called Boris in the Empire.
Do we think we can just finish this off and then start to fight some orcs?
That would give us control of the province. How far away is Carl from being convalescent?
I reckon. Is it? Can you still do the old? Yeah. 2 turns.
2 turns. He's not far away.
So we can either do one turn of recruitment and then fight, or we. We don't do that, do we?
I think we build up.
Yep.
Can we get Cole directly there? He
you can just do replace.
Oh, he does he?
I
think he takes turns to get there though, doesn't he?
Does he? Oh no, I
so.
I think if you
Chat
recruit him
will
as
correct
Lord,
me.
but I think if you go here and you go replace Lord, I'm pretty. Oh no, original more time for them to come available again. I'll tell you what we should do though.
See.
What we should. No, I think he will just swap him 1 for 1.
Oh, okay.
But I think the other Lord then goes off for a bit. We should. The thing is, none of these titles. Those titles don't fit him, right? Like he's not. I wouldn't trust this man with my money. Although, do you want an arrogant man with your money? I mean, we have no artillery, but construction cost minus 10% for all buildings.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd pop in there.
I will at some point promote you, but not this day. In fact, you can have our money.
I think the modern interpretation of the Empire is to
Yeah.
there. That was the main feature. That was the main mechanic for the
Yeah.
Empire.
Yeah.
So yeah, the game has come a long way, obviously.
Yes. Right, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions I wrote because I was interested in the answers I'd get, and
Sure.
it's just been a nostalgia trip until then. Yeah, we'll be friends. Let me see. You spoke little bit about it, but how did you decide that the pairings of factions at launch? So which ones would be in here first?
I mean, it was geography, really. We knew we had to start in the old world,
Yeah.
and obviously you can't do the old world without the Empire,
Yep.
which dictates that you're going to need orcs. And then it was like, well, dwarfs live in the mountains, and the Empire, a portion of it, has been taken over by the vampire counts. So it was kind of quite easy, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, we were starting in the old world, and because that was the only place it was the most obvious place to start.
Yeah.
And that absolutely dictated what the starting kind of factions
Sense,
were.
yeah. And then, as you say, the pairing between the four seemed natural for that, and then obviously chaos just being.
And then chaos would be the threat that comes down from the north.
I think I do just want to knock these guys away. Oh, what are the chances? No, he wouldn't chance it. I just want to get rid of him.
You're going to get him now.
Just want them gone. I don't want to turn around and lose Helmgart, you know?
No.
As well, like, even it's so interesting seeing the DNA of the design, right? So, like, obviously, I think there's more reds per thing now, and they're obviously broken down. It shows you what units it'll affect, etc., etc. But like, the DNA of the, yellow, red, blue is still there.
Yeah, the skill trees. They were one of our designers, Jim Whitson, who I'm still very much friends with. That was him from the start. He was really into the skill trees and stuff. We've been playing a lot of World of Warships and stuff. So absolutely, that there's a similar kind of DNA into that.
He's back.
He's back. And where are we putting him?
He's straight in.
Straight at Helmgart, is he?
Yeah. Well, I think these are friends. Oh, there we can go see some of the roster that was. Do you know what? It's a pretty expansive roster for being there from the start. I mean, I seem to remember downloading a mod that let them be playable pretty early on. There was a question, and it's actually one of the questions I had, which is if you were to start again, what would you have done differently for the first game?
Oh, it's a good question. Not too much, because I wouldn't change the factions. Maybe we'd push it more with the async, with the factions. We thought, because there was no other context or no other comparative, we thought we were being quite fundamental, quite extreme. But obviously, it's playing it now is very much baby's first faction design. So we'd have probably pushed that a bit more. I think we could have been braver.
Oh, that's tempting. I love a genuine temptation.
Yes.
I've pretty much forgotten how corruption even works in Warhammer 1. How bad is that, do you think?
It's at this stage, it's down. And I think I would have wanted to see more about actually managing the Empire.
Yeah.
About that. And we certainly addressed it later on.
Yep.
But I think probably what was missing from the start was that how you manage the different states in the Empire. Because at the moment, you can just conquer them.
Yep.
And I think we probably should have put more thought into...
So like the
because he's meant to be the greatest statesman in the world.
Yep.
And you don't really... at the moment, it just goes and blats everyone with a hammer. So yeah, more subtleties in that.
I guess maybe that's the change in how those kinds of things are represented, in that it went from we role play it. You know,
Yes.
like we choose to not go and just destroy all of the Empire because we're
Yes.
our friends. We're trying to be a statesman,
Yes.
and instead the game adapted to help encourage that kind of thematic play.
I think so. Yeah.
No, we have no problem with dwarves.
Yeah. They've been quite generous.
They have.
Oh, Dragons of Magic are playing up again.
Oh, it's all right. I don't have a wizard yet. We still haven't done that battle. All right. I think attrition doesn't kick in immediately, does it? Does it? No. So I think we do just auto resolve this.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh! If that had,
Oh, is he?
he's not dead. If that had happened, I don't know.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
Did he come back not fully healed?
No, he was back. It's just he did. I told you he plays how I play. He likes to charge in
he
on
really
first
does.
on his horse. Okay, so we've got to
Take his horse off him. He
need
thinks
to-
he's got Deathclaw.
We need to give him the barded one because that's what he clearly thinks he has. So we got the first edicts.
What's public order like? It's -7.
But it's only a -10 for next turn.
Okay.
So we're probably okay public order because we built that tap room. Growth we probably want just to try and get some better buildings.
If you start early, growth should be.
We may want to at some point counter this chaos corruption.
Yeah. Oh, it's 5%. You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got 4 turns left of it. So should we upgrade Altdorf?
Yes.
And we don't
absolutely.
need these training fields because we've got one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh yeah, because we inherited our heart. It wasn't a bad decision by us.
exactly. A healing potion. Yeah, someone saying how strong they felt in Warhammer 1. Do we want to upgrade his horse? But we can get a Pegasus in 5 levels. No, we probably aren't going to get a Pegasus.
I think we give him inspiring presence.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I'll go with your... If you want him to inspire, let's just hope he's close enough to them to do it. Still got the Rights Guard, though. You know, they survived despite it all. So I guess if you're looking at the natural flow of a campaign, is the intention that now we start to move over to the vampires, or that we take on Stirland?
Well, it's the joy of the sandbox, isn't it? For me, and I've said this before, but I probably haven't said it for years. I always try and get Marienburg
Oh yeah,
because it always sticks in my craw that these greedy Burgomasters decided to cede from the Empire.
yep.
So I always, in my head, I roleplay taking that.
Oh, we can do that. We can move up to the border and scout things out while we heal. Let's see if you do replenish a bit more. You do a little bit more when you're encamped.
Yes.
You
You probably aren't going to be able to take. Oh, mind you, you're nearly. Well,
I'm
are you
at
nearly
17.
at a 20 stack?
I'm at
You're
17.
17.
Let's get a couple
But,
more.
Yeah, it's all basic stuff though. Isn't
Hey, this is the backbone of the empire. You know.
It's true. I stand corrected. You know, those good old state troopers.
Right, we can't. I don't. We really should just be moving this field over, right? Because we don't want to waste this province on a up to 3.
No.
But then this isn't level. And then if we upgrade at the same time, oh, this is. I think I'm making some stupid decisions. But we're not going to need to recruit in a little bit, and we won't demolish it immediately. No, this isn't stupid. It's not. I don't think it's smart, but I don't think it's stupid.
It's the best you can hope for.
It really is. I mean, I haven't given him route marcher yet. So he's kind of holding the line back here just in case we do see some sort of invasion.
Oh, what's going on? Work badly.
It doesn't look good, does it?
No, not a problem at the moment.
When Warhammer 1 was announced, a lot of people felt like it was a match that was made to be. Was the team worried about how it would be received?
I think there was, and it may have been a little bit before my time, because we actually announced in 2012, and I was still at Games Workshop then, so I became like a poacher turned gamekeeper turned poacher. I think in Creative Assembly there may have been a bit of nerves because obviously at the time,
Yep.
very full on historical franchise.
Yeah.
And there was probably a worry that, from the historical thing, and go, oh, you're making this instead of the next big historical epic. But different teams. But on the whole, I think people were excited because there was as much Warhammer fans here as there were out there, and it was also there was a chance to really push push the platform.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
guess even at this point, when the game's here, or you're 6 months off of launch, you're playing this. Like you can, I think you'd be mad to not play this and feel that there is magic in it. Like there's a real spark of something really special here. Andy, I
Where did they come from? Why
they
are
just
they
come from
in-
over here. Now here's what I could do. I could
Are they completely undefended then?
I could just quickly
the-
steal Marienburg.
I mean, I would.
But
What's
then
the garrison
I
size?
will lose. I will lose Alhart. I could move here into Helmgart, and that'd be
think-
our defense.
Yeah, you've got to. Yeah.
Because I think accidentally smartly, I did build a guardhouse.
You did.
So we could do this.
I think you got to. I think they'll come running back as soon
Yep.
as
All right, let's do it.
declared war.
Are we gonna get caught? I think we're gonna get caught. Is that gonna be a one-up? Okay. How are they gonna? They're gonna make it to us. We're gonna get hit.
It'll be fine.
Andy, I think we've made a huge mistake. I think we've made a huge
There's some
mistake.
orcs there, by the way.
Oh no! He's going down again. He's only just got back up.
He's the greatest statesman in the world.
Oh yeah, they didn't. Okay, this is fine. We knew we'd lose here.
Yeah.
That's fine. And we can now see what they've got. They've got pretty much basic, and we can kill.
It's those pistoliers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Okay. Oh. They
Oh,
didn't-
they split.
Oh no.
Oh God, we're gonna lose.
Have I got? I've not got walls. Do we play it and take out as many as we can? If we can kill the mortar, that's our goal. If we can kill the mortar, right?
Go on then.
All right.
It's why I love the. I think, and this
Chat
is
are
why,
in huge support of all of our decisions that we've made, by the way. Huge support.
Really.
Yeah.
I can't see the chat.
No. It's just.
Is he fine? He's
They're
fine.
saying this is a great idea and this was really successful. This will work
Yeah.
out really nicely. Who was coming? Was it the big army coming in as reinforcements?
I don't know who got there first. But I think this sums up why so many people played lots of early Empire campaigns, because it is
It's
absolutely a compelling campaign.
yeah.
And it's still probably in all of Total War's history, it's still probably the most played campaign.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Those first 30, 40 turns of Cole Franz.
You got to think these are probably some of the most played maps in all of like Total War history, almost.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, this is the plan. They're here, and it is the big army, straight off, right? Do we see their mortars?
I was going to say, where's the mortar then? Is it over in that corner, was it?
Unless the mortar is in the reinforcements. This is why I really should just sometimes think before I click. Oh, let's just. Oh, there. Oh, Andy,
Is it there?
it's right there.
Yeah.
We can
That's what I
and we can deploy right here.
Why?
'Cause
can
we've
we
got-
deploy
we've got
so
Vanguard
close?
deployment
Oh,
now.
Vanguard.
This is-
All right, yeah, take it
Should
out.
I shoot them or charge them?
Well, if they're completely unguarded, you could probably charge them and have them done quite.
Oh, they're not
no,
unguarded, they're not
unguarded. Did they just teleport there?
I think they may have been hidden in the woods, much like we were. Have I actually? Okay, this is fine.
This is fine. This is fine. We're sat in a burning building.
Oh no. Okay, this is
Is
fine.
everyone missing the days of Hans Zimmer?
Or at least better the enemy you know. And it's my pistoliers versus theirs, but I'm moving, so that makes me better by default, right? Can I fire while I can fire while moving? That's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
exists.
that's the whole gig.
Yeah. Okay, this is fine because I'm distracting them. Josh trying to kill off all Empire nobility in one fell swoop.
Yeah, no matter what side.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. That's their pistoliers, right? Yeah. Okay, on. What we could do is stop.
Don't you love it when devs come on stream and play their own games and they're terrible at it? I'm sure.
Hey, look. To be fair, I didn't make this one,
Yeah.
so
Well, I used to work at Jervis Johnson, and he was terrible at Blood Bowl, even though he invented it.
that's. I mean, I think if you can make a game that you can enjoy while not being the best at, then you've made a good game. If a game's only fun when you're winning, then I don't think you made a fun game.
That's a very good point, and we're certainly having fun.
And it's a good fun's just going to keep on going. All right, we're going to charge us. We have freed one up. All right, we've lost that one, but we've freed one up. And look at that, we're shooting and we're killing stuff. And they're getting some shots in, and the spearmen will charge. It's all going to plan. Look, remember we said the win condition was to kill the mortars. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you done that?
No.
No.
And I think they've just run.
And they've got wizards. Why haven't we got wizards, Josh?
We don't believe in magic here.
Magnus are red as sanctioned magic. No, not that Magnus. A different Magnus.
Both red.
Yeah. The Empire Magnus has sanctioned magic for 500 years. So we're fine. We shouldn't have magic.
Yeah, I mean, we've killed the Pistoliers. They're going to be chased down. That's probably a waste of their time. I mean, these guys could just shoot in, right?
Yeah, they should shoot in.
And these guys...
Yeah. I think the best thing to do now is, can you headshot the mortar? And if not...
I would love to have a Pistolier left.
Oh, God.
Look at that. How beautiful that is. How painful it's going to be when it lands.
Yeah.
Here it comes. Ready? Hit your own men. Hey, we'll take it. That's 50%.
Yeah, that's how the accuracy of the mortars.
Also, we knew we were losing. We're trading this for Marienburg. That's the trade we're making, and I think that's a trade that we can be proud of.
Yeah, I feel like you're changing the objectives.
No, we didn't want to kill the mortar because we respect the hard-working mortarmen and women on the
mortarmen.
Yeah, they sit at the back and they do their best, and we respect that.
Can we at least kill the wizard?
I'm going to put that as a hard maybe. Right. One thing, I did see someone asking about if we were going to talk about the end times. So I will just repeat something that I said at the start of the stream for those who joined and maybe missed it, which is that we are very aware that you guys want to hear more about what we're working on. We are trying our hardest. Am I off camera? We're trying our hardest to pull something together in April. Maybe mid, maybe towards the end, maybe literally the last day of April, that will be like what the teams are working on that we used to do, but live, and hopefully with us showing you some stuff and chatting about what's going on. We still need some final stamps and nods, but the intent is that in that moment, in that stream, we have all Total War projects coming along, chatting to you guys, showing something off, one or the other, maybe both, and having all of them represented there. So we are working on that. We want to do that. We hinted at it, I think, a couple of weeks ago, but I just want to let you guys know that we hear that you want to hear some more about what we're working on, and we are doing our best to facilitate that. If that does happen, you will see it. If it doesn't, we'll chat about it. But we're pretty confident we'll be able to do something there. Right, we've taken Marienburg, so really,
decisively.
This was the true win state. Ooh. We are now. Look, we're gonna lose the rest of the Empire, but really, Carl Franz just wanted a beach property in Marienburg. The thing is, I don't really want to have to go up there, but they're just going to constantly come back from there if we don't. But we got a dock, which means...
Yeah.
Oh no, we need an Imperial harbour, not a dock. Do we have a backup lord? Or I think we sent them here to die, didn't we? Hey, they didn't take Helmgart. Oh no, they're coming back.
You've got a chance to upgrade there. Will they do it in enough time?
It always sucks when it's... Look, how am I going to repair this place? Because they might just walk in and take it.
Yeah.
Like, how much is that going to cost me?
I would at least fortify Altdorf.
Yeah. We can... Oh, he's back. When the Empire needs him.
Arrogant.
When the Empire's at its lowest moment, he heeds the call. Okay. And...
Have we got enough gold to actually do some building?
No. We can build something that will help us get more gold. And we'll disband that in a bit. Because if we didn't disband that, because we're going to lose this one.
Because we've only got 6 slots, because that's...
It is.
That's
how
old this build is.
Would anyone like to agree to either not attack me or pay me? I don't think anyone wants to... I don't think anyone wants to help me out.
Tabalak none looked green.
We're already trading. Are we already trading with them? Yeah. We don't want military access. I don't trust them. Don't let them hear that I said that. Okay, this is... Oh, look, there they are, Kislev. You're a couple of games early, but that's fine. We didn't want them anyway. We don't need their money. We print our own money. It's going to be like 50 Zimbabwean, I don't know, coins when we hyperinflate the Empire economy. I think we need to make him less likely to die now.
Yeah, melee defense is probably a good one.
That's a problem for them. Okay, where are they going?
They ain't got a home. Oh, they're off.
I don't like that at all. So they're raiding me. I can't really afford the money. Like, I can, but I don't...
No, you can't afford that.
What do you think? Do we?
No.
We'd lose Marienburg, wouldn't we?
No.
We should have
stay
probably gone there
Marienburg.
first and then taken Marienburg on the way back.
No. I think you got Marienburg.
I think they're going for Altdorf.
That's what I'm saying. You need to fortify
Ah,
Altdorf.
look, we got rich.
I will marshal the men.
You got
And we got
some
rich and we're
state
going to have a
troops.
weaving house soon.
Yeah.
Do you
I
think we
would've-
disband this and we make a...
I would have gone.
Yeah.
What does chat think? Oh, you've already done it.
It's too late. Oh, there is no defense one because it's for minor settlements, isn't it? But is it these help provide
know, is there?
garrisons?
I thought. Oh my god, I am.
Oh,
It's been a long time.
We can at least start to get our own pistoliers.
Yeah. Maybe get some hippogriffs at some point.
Yeah. What do I want? What do I need? I need them to really not take Altdorf. I think they're going to probably go back to Helmgart. They're all half.
I will not
If I can't afford to recruit an army in there. No, this would be fine.
Ready.
Yeah, this would be fine.
Ready.
Should I just be buying people here?
Well, I'm a little lost because I can't believe we can't fortify Altdorf. I can't remember us not doing
I know.
that.
Well,
You can nowadays.
now you
can't
know. If you could go back and do something 10 years ago,
yeah.
you would have let me fortify Altdorf.
Yeah, I would have put bigger walls in.
I think this is what I mean, like the Mandela effect. Like there's
Yeah,
all these
yeah,
little things
it
that
is.
we fully
It
are
is.
like, oh, of course you can do that. It's
Yeah.
okay. What does chat say? Someone tell us if we should be making units or making a building here. The first one I see is what we're gonna do. If we make the stables. How long have we got? Well, we'll survive two turns to see that made. I think we're going to do stables unless I see someone say buildings. There we go. First thing someone said was buildings. One question I had, because a lot of people have been talking about kind of the tone and the differences between the games in terms of like thematic feel. How did you have to work hard to strike the? Because in some ways there's a lot of elements of satire. There's also a lot of elements of like grimness. How did you
Yes.
find that balance between kind of comedy and bleak?
I think, well, to be honest, you follow, Warhammer's lead on that. I think certainly in more modern interpretations, the comedy is much less.
Yeah.
But it was initially a satire. It was a satire. That's how Rick kind of wrote it. And so I think there are plenty of little comedy moments in. I mean, if you look at the factions, for instance, dwarfs are miners from Yorkshire,
Greetings on behalf
and orcs are very specifically southern football hooligans.
What, from their original incarnation?
Yes.
Yeah. Because much
so-
like the games have evolved, right? The personalities and traits of them have evolved beyond what they were based on initially.
Yeah. And that, obviously, if you look back when Warhammer was originally written in the 80s, there was a lot of, the hooligan aspect, certainly in this country, was kind of rife. Also, we had the miners' strikes.
Yep.
So Rick, and obviously I claim no credit that I was a schoolboy. Rick Priestley, I'm talking about the original kind of Warhammer author, and that kind of stable of original kind of authors and designers at Games Workshop was certainly kind of pulling from that furbile atmosphere of the 80s and mixing it with kind of what Rick told me it was like, because he grew up in the 70s and there was a lot of parallel reality fiction going on in that time.
So he's kind of inspired by that, and then mixing it with kind of the current affairs of the 80s, which is why the Warhammer world looks like Earth.
Yeah, yeah.
Effectively,
It's got elements in it, right?
Oh, absolutely, and that was obviously
Yeah.
deliberate. So you start mashing those kind of aspects up, and you get something kind of unique that's obviously since then has grown and evolved.
I think a lot of the most easily relatable, like fiction, be it fantasy, sci-fi, it has that same kind of start, right? Of even 40K, a lot of people start with understanding terror, because when that's an easy in to understanding that world and like the parallels you can draw. If you jump in and you're trying to understand, like, I don't know, the Necrons, that's like the first encounter you have with it. That's a lot harder for you to be able to pull in from culture.
Your frame of reference
reference.
is kind of humanity.
I say this as someone who fully got into it through Necrons, but
you're the one that's talking about 40K, not me. I just want that on the record.
I talk about it just in general. All right. Do you think we should get peace with Marienburg?
Yes, because we own it now, and what they're going to do?
And they didn't take the other two settlements.
Yeah.
So they've just got overhit.
So, actually, that was the right move.
See, there we go. So, chat, if you continue following the guide of how to play Warhammer 1 original launch build, make sure Isleheart gets sacked twice. Make sure you lose that battle at Helmgart, because that will give them a false.
So we've
sense
got
of
one
security.
full province, and we're in Marienburg.
Yes.
So I'd say that's pretty good. What turn are we on? 20.
I was going to say don't look at the turns. But yeah, I think that's pretty decent.
That's pretty decent. We are about to get hit hard by the orcs.
Oh, there's only little orcs.
Oh, is it? Oh.
But we could probably, we're at war with them, so we probably should go deal with them. The problem we are having, do you remember when it was like, oh, that corruption won't be a problem? So that corruption is a little bit of a problem. Because even that -2 has put us now at -2.
Yeah.
And maybe, hold on, is there a public order one?
There should be an anti-corruption.
There we go.
order, yeah.
So that'll put us up. But when we leave, that's going to drop. That's another 6. We need another bar.
We need a building.
Province instability is going down 1 a turn, though. We're repairing this, so that'll give +1.
Yeah.
We're fine. If I upgrade this, I can upgrade the pub.
Yeah, that will help. Right, what armies we got? We've obviously
got
Carl,
who
is a 20 stack.
Yep, and then we've got Rich. Do you know what I love? I don't know if it does this in modern game. I love that it's taken his title and put it in front of his name. I adore that. Can I promote him? No. Our treasurer is dead. I forgot about that.
Need an arch-lector as well.
Anyone?
That will help with corruption. Or is that Mandela effect?
Do you know what? What we could do is see if we could. We don't have the money, but if we could kick someone out and replace with someone who.
Boring.
It's what you'd hate to. Do you know what? Every trait you could possibly get. If I was ever put in game and my trait was boring, I'd never forgive them.
May have been based on elements of the deck.
I'd give my trait like Master Tactician and then do like -10 recruitment cost, but like -5 melee defense faction, like army wide.
We've also completely ignored the quest battles.
I think we go and do that. I think we can teleport to it soon if we save up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember when we were like, oh, it's just a little orc. I mean,
I know that 20
goblins.
stack was around somewhere.
It's just a bunch of goblins, really, isn't it? We don't know what else is in there, but we can assume. The problem is
if they've got black orcs, I think we're screwed.
We've balanced out to 0, so that will go to 1 next turn, right? Because of the stability. We're fine. We're fine. And can we see what they got? No, we're fine. I wish my voice was lower when I said that.
Yes.
That would sound a bit more. Yeah, we're fine. All right, let's see if the orcs attack. Let me see. It's just one little orc. Famous last words. This is fine. I'm sure. You know,
Canisters,
the north. That's all the way up.
Yeah.
Up
We
north.
don't have to worry about that now.
No. All right. Let me see if I've got another question I can throw at you. So someone was asking, was saying how much they love the UI. Was there for? Correct me if I'm wrong. The factions did have slightly different styles of their UI. At the very start. So there
it's basically, if you see that backgroundy thing, it was a light touch.
Yeah.
Again, it was just how we could get the game done.
You spoke about kind of the inspiration of where a lot of the factions came from, culturally. But when you were designing them, did you approach each faction as in they had their own style guide and like really strict adherence to vampires never laugh or?
Yeah. I'm reaching back into a decade's worth of
dusty memories, but there were certainly art styles.
Yeah.
I mean, our art director at the time, Chris, did a really good job of that. And kind of from a script writing point of view, for instance, how the Empire talked, kind of a cross between British and German nobility, because obviously the royal, the German empire, it's historical empire it's based on, and then we had kind of the vampires, especially the von Carsteins, would talk in a kind of Shakespearean thee and thy.
Yeah.
And again, the timing may not be accurate, but it was a deliberate attempt to make them feel that they didn't live in the same time frame as the Empire. So very much a stylistic choice, to give that feeling of separation. You know, these are dusty old undead who haven't moved with the times, kind of thing.
Yeah. And we come to our first orc settlement.
Yeah.
We can't take it. It's illegal. So we're going to have to raise it.
Yeah, I mean...
Or at least they're not a problem now. So now with the hope for us then is this just sits idle, right? Or a dwarf takes it who likes us.
Yeah. And we just raise all the settlements and stuff.
Do you have a favourite of the factions that we launched with?
Oh, the Empire. I made no secret of this. I've got an Empire army, still on square bases.
Oh,
and I've got a Skaven army, still on square bases.
You must have loved the launches then. You got a Cathay army on square bases yet?
I haven't got a Cafe army yet, and it's annoying me because I should have, because I had a small part to play in bringing Cafe. So that's my next big kind of army. I've been playing a lot of 40k recently. But yeah, I have a friend who lives on the Isle of Wight who has just built this massive gaming. He calls it the Isle of Wight Gaming Hall, but it's just a big army bunker where we'll just go out with a large amount of beer, and he's got all the armies fully painted, and we just play a lot of the new Old World rule system. And
that's really cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. And then I have to drive back the next day.
Oh yeah, that's less fun.
Only slightly hungover.
I don't know if you noticed, but the only reason we were able to take those orcs out is Bretonia came in, took heavy casualties, but did wipe out most of them for us, and then we came in just to finish them off.
But we'll claim it.
Well, yeah, of course. Carl Franz did most of the work there.
I think maybe it's time to take Gorsel.
We're friends with them now.
We're friends with them.
We
can't region swap yet, can we?
No.
You see, again, all those fundamentals that are kind of missing.
And the swap would be, you could have Marienburg back, and then we'll go invade Marienburg again. What I want to do is, I think we need to put a pub here, because public order is not...
No.
It's not just going to, go up by itself from here.
No, you are the invaders.
It's that, or we start moving this way and we're just swapping, right? We swap the lords. Because how much is he providing? Military presence 1. I mean, 1's more than nothing.
Maybe we do a swap.
I don't personally mind if, we're just... Sure, it hits 99 and then we go and kill whoever spawns.
Maybe end on a quest battle?
We can. That's why I'm hoping to just move over there. I don't want to have to pay the cost. Okay. Oh, I was still in March. And I think I've gone too far, so I can't turn it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll head on over. It's because they can't move. Someone has identified a problem that I didn't even spot, unless they're talking amongst themselves there. I think we're less likely to have a big battle in 3 turns. We're more likely to need some more units, right?
I'm just checking out the text, make sure it's still up to scratch after 10 years.
Hotfix incoming.
Yeah.
Oh, we properly just trampled over
Surely an agreement will be reached.
a military access that we didn't have. Oh, I don't blame them. They're probably pretty annoyed at us.
Yeah.
Where's my red?
Boris.
Where's my red? Oh, there it is. I can't see how much you like me. Okay, yeah. So we did trespass and we got -10 for that. That's fair.
No fret button
No.
to put them in the place.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now, what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
I could give you.
Oh, we ain't got any money to give him, have we?
I was going to say, why can I not? Oh, we have money. I think we just need to add it as a thing. But I don't really want to pay them. I think if you've got a problem with Karl Franz moving through his God-given lands, you come and talk to me about it in Altdorf, all right? And I'll see you. I'll see you on the walls, buddy. We really need to build a blacksmith.
It's expensive though, isn't it?
It is. That's what I'm moving.
Next turn though.
I've forgotten that launch Boris was not Boris. Yeah, I'd completely forgotten that.
No, that came later.
Not likely.
Okay, so we could do the quest battle.
Raise Sigma. Let us move.
Hey, look, there we go. -2. That's not too bad. And we'll give him like, oh no. We're gonna build. I do this all the time. I say this is the thing we got to do, and then I'm gonna do something completely different.
Oh, that's the magic of Total War. Though.
It is. There's so many things to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, I think. I cannot remember. This can't be a hard quest battle, right? We were given it like level 3.
No. Got to play it.
Yeah, I was gonna quick save. That's my actual at-home habit of like just because there's no rematch in Warhammer 1, is there? That was added in end of 2.
I couldn't tell you when.
Is it the one where you have 2 stages? I believe so. And we'll finally get a wizard. Only.
Oh yes,
30
you get a
turns.
wizard.
Oh, Todd Bering sending his
Wizard.
rematch is not a thing in 2, so it must have been 3 where we added that.
Reichland is weak, and we cower under our beds waiting for these Ulrich worshippers to save us from our woes. I say
We can't hear it, but if you wanted me to do any voice acting.
No, you're right, Josh. Sorry.
That's right. Just thought I'd put it out there just in case.
We'll get you in.
Oh no, I meant for this.
Oh, for that?
Yeah. We face. I don't know what he said. We face the trespassers.
For there is more than Ulrich's dogs in there.
Oh yeah, this is hitting me about writing all these quest speeches.
Did you write these lines?
I did, yes.
Are there any secrets in there if we take the first letter of every capitalized word?
No. But I don't. What? All right, bit of new. I think I did hide Bellicor in Warhammer 1.
Oh really?
Yeah, not as the model.
If I go to the edge of the map,
Yeah.
behind a tree.
I think he's hinted at in. Oh, where did I hide it? Was it in? It was either maybe it was a trait, maybe it was. And I used because there's a band called Bellicor, and I used their songs.
Oh yeah.
As kind of a trail, but I can't remember where it is.
You've hidden it so well.
So well.
And isn't that true chaos? Hidden so well in the shadows that they forget they're even there.
So there was a hint to Bellicor even in Warhammer 1, even though he didn't make it till Warhammer 3.
Was your intent or like your initial hope at that point, he'll be added into 1 or he'd come in 2? Or...
Oh no, I knew we weren't going to get him in 1. But I was trying to get, lots of Easter eggs into the game.
Yeah. I don't think this is as easy as this looks, right? Something's going to go awfully wrong here, and I can't remember what it is. Is it that someone comes in from over here, like a whole bunch of horses?
Yeah.
I'm trying to battle like nostalgia versus what I actually remember correctly. Hey, we finally got the mortars.
Yeah.
Revenge for Helmgart over there. They got one off.
They got one off.
They hit a tree. I'm keeping these horses just in case. Oh no, my horses! I think like a Boris is going to come from over here. That's my suspicion.
Genuinely can't remember.
But when you see the writing for it, then you'll go, oh yeah, I did write.
Probably.
Oh, they can just. Let's not
When
fool around.
you see a lot of writing, you go, did I write that? Did I? No. You go, oh, maybe I did.
Would you say you're more or less critical of your own writing?
I'm quite critical of my own writing.
So it must be
imposter
nice.
syndrome flares up.
Yeah, but it must be nice if you read something, you're like, oh, that's quite nice, and you go, oh wait, I wrote that.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
If I ever see it.
Yeah. shock,
Here they come.
plot twist. Well, I think we've managed to pretty much deal with everything here.
Yeah, you'd be pretty good there, Joe.
It helps when we have a 20 stack, I guess. I don't think the original intent was for us to have hit this late.
Yes.
But I think
And you've kept Cole supported.
we have. They could probably. Who's faster? Me? No, them by a lot.
They're probably faster.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just
But
keep trying to run
if
these
you
guys
hit
down.
them, they'll fold.
Do you think the AI will let me pretend I'm not going to charge them, and then last second charge them? No, they're smart.
Well,
they're
it's-
smart enough.
It's the first build.
I was hoping they'd be dumber, but they're pretty. They know what I'm trying to do. Oh no! Look, guys, I'm not even facing you. We're not even gonna. Oh, just chase them to the end of the earth then. All right. I wish I could just get some men on those mortars. You know, they're ours now.
Yes.
By
and they're
legal
even
right.
the same culture.
Exactly.
So there should be no reason why they can't operate them.
No one here ever learned how to throw a cannonball in. I've said that. I don't know how mortars work. I assume it's just like a cannonball in a tube.
Well, more like a basin than a tube. A mortar is quite shallow.
Oh, hold on, where is it? I think we've trampled over them. Oh, there they are. Oh, whoa, they had proper rockets as well.
Yeah.
It's like a
It's a big metal bucket.
yeah, like a big cooking pot.
Yeah.
Except, where are they? Oh, hold on. I may have accidentally just done a genius move. Sure, I'm off in a field, charging down some people who are shooting behind at me, but I've split the secessionist focus, which was always
You
my
have.
intent.
Can you bring them back so they're not exhausted though?
Do you know what? They need a good run.
Right.
If I do that, then
Yeah, I think you've got this.
I think I've caught them as well. Because they
Oh,
ran
you
to
have?
the edge. So this has gone very poorly for... What's his name?
Oh,
Oh, we know who that is in disguise.
Hans
Zimmer with a mustache over him. You don't fool me.
I must have been obsessed with Hans Zimmer when I was writing these names.
Is that or I am, and the subconscious is pulled through. Right, have I left anyone behind? And if I have, is it the halberds? No, I haven't. I saw there was a couple of questions. How, considering the early drafts of ideas, how different is Warhammer 1, 2, and 3 now from how you thought it was going to be?
That's a hard question to answer, not ask. Because nothing was defined at that stage. You know, we knew the kind of the mission statement was to do it all.
Yeah.
And you know, in early interviews, myself and Ian and the game director at the time, it was like, I was even saying, one of the first interviews, oh yeah, we're going to do Chaos Dwarfs. You know, we'll get there.
And we did?
And we did.
Oh, okay.
So we knew this was going to be the kind of version 1, and that from there we would get better and evolve.
Yeah.
And fill in blanks that even we knew we were there. I kind of hinted at you know, the lack of kind of a deep diplomacy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there was an ideal. I think it was more to say there was an ideal.
Yeah.
We knew what we was going to reach for, and we knew it was kind of it was the starting line, not the finishing line. A lot of games you release, fire and forget, and then you move on to your next project.
Yeah.
Well, we knew this was the starting line, and you're in that kind of a unique position with this because you knew how many army books there were.
Yeah.
You knew how fully fleshed out the world was, and you know, assuming the game was a profitable venture, which you know it was, we could keep going,
And so we did.
and we did. And 10 years later,
10 years later, we get to sit here and
yeah,
try and
reminisce.
remember how we played it back
Yes.
then. Hey, there we go. So we've got a wizard.
Got a wizard.
I wonder how different magic
Sorry, I
is going to be.
forgot I was on the stream then because I just sang a slogan pointlessly.
That's honestly, that's what people have come to expect. Who do I merge? I might just get rid of what we've got a lot across. Oh, I don't need all these spears. I want. It just feels so blank. But I think part of that is like, it's so cool knowing that so much of this that was blank is now full. You know, it's like you found the magic of the bones, and then over 10 years we're able to, I guess, add more bones and then start to put more on top of them.
Yeah.
And I think that's
like the flesh on the bones.
Exactly.
He's got no skill points, so you can't do anything.
No, but I was just trying to look at the spells that are actually here.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't think the spells have changed that much.
I think most of them probably had like a rework at some point.
Yeah, yes, yeah, absolutely. But I think also that's kind of key is not only did we do like all the army books and stuff, but we went on to do obviously factions that were kind of pipe dreams, like you know, the Vampire Coast and obviously Grand Cafe, which are now plastic kits in you know, in Games Workshop ranges. So Templehof,
that's not good.
Someone's a Ring fan.
Someone was saying if something's lacking, just add more bones, which really is the vampire count's motto, right?
Yes. And then that's taken to the extreme in the Age of Sigmar, the Ossuary guys in Age of Sigmar, which are all about bones and bone constructions.
Yeah, they are.
They look really good.
I collected them for quite a while.
Oh, did you?
I did. Although the castle, the moving castle.
Oh, the Cogfort.
Yeah,
that was announced.
I think it's going to tempt me.
I mean,
it's a regiment of renown, I think, so you can put it in any.
Yeah, as an Empire player in the Cities of Sigmar, they're definitely the most likely thing that'll get me playing Age of Sigmar.
I play quite a bit of Spearhead because I like collecting.
Good things
I like getting
Spearhead.
like a army, because I like painting things weird, which shock, I'm sure. But I like but if I don't like doing weird for a whole army, so Spearhead, you just buy a detachment, you get to paint them weird, and then move on to the next one before you get, you know, but you don't have to commit. Where are we? What are we doing for our? I thought we had a quest for.
There was another quest somewhere.
There was.
Do we want to do that? So, what we got a good sized army, good sized province at the moment, haven't we? Do we want to?
Oh, someone! Thank God. That's what I mean. Don't forget your wizard, Whistler.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would have forgotten.
Well done, chat.
What do you think? We can do one more thing maybe, and then we'll start to wrap up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could maybe try and finish off. Oh, hold on. Maybe we finish off Marienburg and avenge. Is that must? Was that where Templehof was? No.
Do we know where Hans Zimmer was? Is Hans Zimmer
He's dead because he was an Empire secessionist, right?
Okay, so we can't.
No, you pick a target, and that's what we're. I mean, it's tempting to go for somewhere big. Oh, do you know what we could?
You want to go all the way up there?
Yeah, settle the debt and finish off Middenheim. Oh, what has been going on? Look at that.
Yeah.
That is not your typical.
No. I mean, do we turn on the Marienburgers?
Do you think? No one will like us for betraying them, but I think that shows Karl Franz's authority. It's a deal's only as good as he believes it to be.
Surely an agreement will
Oh, it's a bit of me. I'm so against doing that stuff normally.
I know, but look, we're not going to play this save anymore after this.
Or
well, me and you will sit here till midnight.
Yes.
But we won't stream it, so go on. We'll see if we can finish off Marienburg then, and then we'll. Oh, I just saw there's a massive army in the trees.
They are not going to be happy with us.
Hold on, how big's the army in the trees? Is it massive? Nah, I think we let them join in. I would rather be attacked. I think, in general, in life, I'd rather attack than be an attacker.
What? That makes no sense.
Wait, I'm gonna be attacked. Yeah, I'd rather defend. You know. I think I like being able to set my archers and they have to come to me.
Yes. Okay, I'm with you now.
Yeah. I'm not going to attack you. Not on stream. I think that's just in case we get the time to recruit something. Oh, could we bring him in? Where is he?
Where is he?
Oh, do you know what? Very sneaky.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Well,
we're changing our mind. Oh, we're not doing that. We could just, if we recruit some units.
Yeah.
Because we can go to here, right, and still recruit. Where do we not own any? Yeah, it's over the river. Oh. Where do I not own? Do I have to encamp? Oh, there's no buildings in here. If I go there, suddenly...
Yes.
They couldn't have just crossed the border themselves, eh? So if we're going to take us maybe one of them,
That's the best you're gonna get at the moment.
it
No,
is.
there's no hippogriffs around.
I will marshal the band.
Maybe I should hold on. Maybe we should just. Oh, it's so expensive. I might as well just do two sets of one.
You are not
Let me see. I'm
welcome
just
in
see if
my
there's
cause, yet here
anything
you are.
else.
Friend or foe, we will see.
A lot of just discussion of some of the. Oh, it's actually quite sad that they've asked for peace.
Oh,
The Celestial College.
Yeah, do you see? This is what this is. They don't not trust. They're like, oh my gosh, if I don't get something on paper, that seems
Yeah.
like bad news.
it would be.
So-
That's why I love the Empire. The Empire.
I don't-
It's so good.
Do you feel like the auto resolve's being a bit mean to us here? Because I feel like we're the stronger force. I wonder if that one mortar is doing a lot of work for them.
Mm.
But it gives us more time for our sneak attack.
Yeah.
This will go exactly to plan. We'll take both provinces on the same turn.
That would be a good place to end it if
It
we
would.
if we could do that.
Your final act against Marienburg was to reboot a build from 10 years ago and
Yeah.
take them out.
Absolutely, I was going to swear that. I absolutely hate Marienburg.
Okay, we think. I mean, it looks like it's on fire, so I imagine the settlement's been recently sacked. So if we
Yeah,
just.
can we get over there? Yeah, we can actually, can't we? Ooh,
And how healthy are they? We can't see that. All right, so next turn we do
Yeah.
there, and we do here,
yeah,
and that's it. Then
So
you
we're
finally
besieging.
completed it.
yeah.
Is any of this gonna? We're not gonna get it in time. No, I don't
Might
need
as well
to.
set it just
Yeah,
for the OCD of it.
exactly. Do you know what? And I'm just gonna let all of those little hammers flash, and that's gonna upset me. But we're gonna do
It's
it.
upsetting me.
No, it's too late. It's too late for that. You should have thought about that when you sat there peacefully.
King sends brave men.
Yeah, you see, we're ruling with might. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, even Britonia's getting a little bit antsy with us.
I will marshal the band. Raise your
There we go.
Oh,
There we go. Oh, this is when we find out they have a secret third settlement somewhere, isn't it?
so are we actually going to take the Marienburg province?
I think, yeah, this will be it. Because it's only two,
It's
right?
only two, yeah. Take.
Hey.
Right, probably.
Yeah, yeah, please don't leave.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, and then I think this is all they've got left. I think Boris was about to take it himself, you know. Oh, look
There
up
it-
there.
Yeah.
The first little hint of something.
Hint of something. So this is why the Emperor's doing it. He needs to unify by either an armored glove.
Exactly.
It may be dressed in velvet, but
How long do you think we've got until? Oh, there you go. 3 turns. I think we could just end 3 turns. I think if we
they've
attack
got
that,
nothing now, have they?
no, because even if I think the other army's dead. Yeah, let's just let them come to us. I'm not being a coward. I'm playing tactically.
Someone accused you of being crazy.
I haven't looked at chat, but they may have. They will attack me if they hit that point, right? They might.
The Celestial College implores that I hear.
What do you want? See, they're finally starting to bow down.
I think we've turned this around.
I mean, look.
I mean, we've got total control of Marienburg.
25 turns ago, this was looking rough. This is their last. They're going to start taking attrition from this. Fantastic. So,
Another question? Final
yeah,
question?
let me have a look and see, because a lot of these you've just kind of naturally answered. This is one that I might be of interest if you have an answer to hand. But which of the factions, and I'll say like it could be one of these 4, or it could just be a Warhammer faction in general. Do you feel like is one of the more like misunderstood in terms of you can see it like some factions get like memeified a bit of
Yeah.
this is their one thing. If there was one that you thought maybe like there's a more general a conscious of like not really understanding a nuance of that faction, of like how they really are, and they've maybe been put in too much of a bottle.
Yeah, well, I would say, to be honest, I would say it would be the Vampire Counts, because they just wanted recognition of being, an elector count.
Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, they did want to create an army of the dead throughout.
Yep.
But I think what really miffed
Myth the von Carsteins is that complete lack of acknowledgement from the Empire.
That's why they call themselves vampire counts, right?
Yeah.
If you're not going to do it, we'll do
Yeah.
it.
So they just, you know, from those living guys, they just wanted kind of an acknowledgement that they were there, and they had their vote.
Yeah. They would
and-
always vote for, you know, more skeletons. Or
Yes.
but
And they were like, yeah, we've got living guys here. We let them exist, much the same way a farmer lets cattle exist.
yeah,
So there is, I suppose there is that from that misunderstood.
Yeah,
there.
that's interesting.
And actually, they, you know, von Carstein was trying to say during the end times, he was trying to save the world.
yeah.
So I would say them actually.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah.
It's you hate them, so it's your choice. We can end them or we can subjugate them. What's more humiliating?
I think we subjugate.
And now, the irony of all of this being like they just wanted peace, really.
They did want
And
peace.
we've gone, and now you work for us. And
Yeah.
well, yeah, that was always going to happen. That was always fine. There we go. Marienburg, over there, where they naturally belong in Karaberg, on their own, with Middenheim owned by Hockland. That's the sandbox of Total War Warhammer 1 for you.
Yes, exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining.
No
And
worries.
it's been a genuine pleasure. It is so fascinating to see and hear.
Thank you for everyone that came to watch and listen to us today.
Absolutely.
It was fun.
So yeah, thank you everyone for coming along. We will. I don't know if there'll be a stream next week. We were going to be doing the 3K launch build, but there's been a medieval 3 meeting that's happening at the same time. So and all of my guests it was Pav and Life, so they've got to go to that. So
they've got to go.
we may have something next week. It may be that we just shuffle that to the week after. The stuff I was talking about, of we're trying to put something together that will have like some showing and telling from all of our projects. I may focus on that next week, and just buy myself some time there. But so if we don't see you next week, that'll be why. If we do, we will. But otherwise, thank you very much, everyone, and we will see you next time. How do I end a stream?
That's a very good question.
It's been a